I am really honored and privileged to represent Jairaj Ispat amongst such an eminent gathering. Till now, you have seen the development and improvisation regarding your construction, where steel is an integral part. You cannot think of any structural development without the quality of steel. There is a small presentation where I will take you through the journey of Jairaj from Hyderabad unit to Kurnool unit, from conventional method to the best method available in the world presently for TMT making, nobody has thought for. And at this moment, I would like to appreciate the vision and passion of our MD, Mr. S.K. Goenka. Nobody has thought this technology well in advance in present moment to cater your TMT. It is as good as alloy steel for the automobile steel making system. Let us go one by one. This journey started in 1984 in Hyderabad, from Hyderabad itself. This is the content of presentation where I will introduce the Jairaj, I will introduce the process flows. Then a little bit I will emphasize on the quality. You see, this is the milestone achievement period. Hyderabad Jairaj was started in 1984, and it is one of the, it is the only route where the caster was introduced first time in southern India. Then in 2021 in Kurnool, we started integrated steel plant, and now it is in operation, and it is operating in full capacity. This is first in Asia, endless casting, endless rolling. I will explain these afterwards. Location wise, our head office is in Hyderabad. Bellary, there is one unit which is manufacturing DRI. And Kurnool is having the integrated facility of making rebars. Leadership is obviously, Mr. Goenka is the visionary. He is the passionate man who brought in the system one of the most cleanest steel through UF route for making TMT, what generally it is being the best tool for alloy steel making. It is supported by Mr. Siddharth Jain, who is our executive director, and Rajyasree Madam, she is our director. Now coming to the route, we are having sinter plant where the sinter is made as a main feed of blast furnace. It is coming to hot metal is coming to energy optimizing furnace. This is one of the USP Jairaj is having. Then ladle refining furnace. And from there, it is coming to the caster. The technology is Denali. I will go in detail to those segments. And it is endless casting, endless rolling. You might have gone through all the days that billets are produced, and then it is going through the reheating furnace, and then it is taking in the rebars manufacturing in the rolling mill. Here, this MEDA technology, first time coming to Asia, which is manufacturing rebar, is from caster to roll product bar cooling bed is integrated. I'll take you through that. The sinter plant, where the agglomerate of sinter is made, which is the main feed of iron for blast furnace. This ensures the homogeneity of the blast furnace, and we are charging almost 80-85% of the sinter. This is 75 meters square. Coming to blast furnace, it is 380 working volume meter cube blast furnace designed by Mecon, and total volume is 440 meter cube, where the sinter 85% is the main input, and along with that coke is there and PCI coal injection is there. Volume wise, it is medium range blast furnace, but technology wise, all the new technology is incorporated in this. It is having copper stave, copper cooling plate. Oxygen will be enriched to the level of 7% molecule wise. So this blast furnace is absolutely new technology, art of state blast furnace, which will be producing almost 4 times of the volume. This is the tool energy optimizing furnace. All across the world, there are 6 energy optimizing furnace is operating. Out of that, all our energy optimizing furnace is operating for the alloy steel making. And the best alloy steel maker in India, they are having UF technology only with them as a primary steel. What is the advantage of UF that I will explain in the next slide coming slides. This is converting the liquid hot metal to the pure steel. And after that, the refining is taking place. Refining and elemental adjustment, chemistry adjustment is taking place in ladle refining furnace. So we are having one 40-45 ton ladle refining furnace. From there, it is getting lifted to the caster. Caster, you can see that it is absolutely close casting. You see, there is shroud, ladle to tundis, there is a shroud which is going to the mold. So there is no contact of air as such for gaseous entrapment. From this caster, it is high-speed caster. First time, the media technology incorporated across Asia, I would say. The speed is 6 meters per minute, and it is going directly to the rolling mill. The average speed is 6, but it is operating at the moment 7 meter speed it is operating. Coming to rolling mill, it is having 18 horizontal and vertical your stands. And from the caster, it is endless. The technology is called endless casting, endless rolling. Because there is no cut of billet, it is coming out of the caster and entering to the roughing mill, and the finishing is going to the bundle. It is level 2 automation. The automation level is such as level 2 automation is integrated in a way that even if the bundling is having problem, the caster will stop. The entire SMS will get stopped. So every data is prefixed and it is operating as per the fixed design parameter. We are having one captive power plant, which is blast furnace gas based, 12 megawatt. We are having ASU, which is almost 600 TPD. We are having the world's second biggest rainwater reservoir. It is 18 lakh meter cube. Reservoir is there. Maybe very close to your Hussain Sagar, I would say. We are having MRSS, 220 kV substation, 33 kV switchgear, and 6.6 kV switchgear is there. Now, our main emphasis is what I was saying, that main emphasis is quality of steel. Till now, in TMT, everybody was talking about the sulfur and phosphorus, it should be less than 0.75. We are catering you less than 0.40. Because of the energy optimizing furnace technology, everybody adopted this technology for alloy steel making. Why so? I am privileged to install all 5 UF in India, and this is the 50 UF in Jairaj. You see, the UF technology is as good as, conceptually as good as your BOF where oxygen blowing is there. But means are different. There is top lance, here there are 3 oxygen blowing system. One is your tuyer, which is just above the bottom 300 mm, which gives vigorous churning and intramolecular reaction between the Fe molecule, and the flux is so vigorous that all the phosphorus is coming out of the system when the temperature is quite low. Thermodynamically also, all of us, we know that even temperature is 1550 degree. Below that is best conventionally to take out the phosphorus because the complex is stable by that. It is having, the feature is having design wise, it is like arc furnace where the door is there through which the slag is continuously getting flushed. So before the peak blow comes, the entire slag, 80% of the slag containing rich phosphorus is coming out of the system. That is why it ensures always less than 0.15 phosphorus. Most of the time, if required, we can tap at 0.05 also. Second advantage of this is having sampling, sample taking system as open door is there as compared to conventionally your LD converter where tapping takes, steel is tapped first and then slag is decanted. Here you can take sample and the carbon is getting dropped from 4.5 to your required level. So you can open your tap hole at the time whenever it is required, like 0.2 carbon. We all know metallurgically if the carbon is 0.1, the oxygen potential will be around 300 ppm dissolved oxygen. Whereas in converter, it is most of the time overblown. In arc furnace also having even 50% of combination, that is also having 1500 ppm of oxygen. Now coming to the fact that what inclusion will be having in TMT. Let us talk about inclusion. Forget phosphorus, sulfur, that we are ensuring less than 0.40. Now we are talking about one step ahead, that people will talk after 2 years. We are catering inclusion-free TMT. Why? In TMT there is no sulfur treatment. In TMT there is no aluminum treatment. So forget A, B, C category of inclusion. The only left out is D category, which is oxide. If my oxygen potential in the steel dissolved is only 400 ppm, 1/5 of the converter or orthodox arc furnace, the oxide inclusion itself will be 1/4 obviously. So more or less we can say that we are going to cater one steel which is inclusion free even. sulfur, phosphorus, I am not talking about now half of the requirement. It is 040 max we are going to cater. So our strength is what? We are having energy optimizing furnace. Nobody visualized except Mr. S.K. Goenka, who thought to put TMT bar through energy optimizing furnace route. That is such a courageous decision, I would say. I am in the steel industry for 38 years, and all across my life I've worked in alloy steel. This is the first plant where I am operating UF with TMT rebar. No bypass in LRF. We are not bypassing LRF unlike the bigger hit size plants. Endless casting and endless loading ensures you there is no reheating. So the ends are equally heated. There is homogeneity in the temperature. So whatever thermomechanical treatment you are looking forward is best in this case because there is no intermittent billet cutting. Major input is steel melting shop, hot metal is there, so it is virgin metal, there is no tram element. Phosphorus level, as I have told you that it will be very low. Dissolved oxygen I have talked about. There is no tram element. The entire system is purged under argon, inert gas. No nitrogen is there. Inclusion free, no nitrogen means gaseous nitrogen, 70-75%. Nitrogen purging is not there. Inclusion free material. Uniform chemical composition. These are our strength. And you see, the entire system is a little bit costly. Costly in the sense because UF is costly system. You are treating in LRF every heat having a flux of 12 to 15 kg, it is costly. Even meter system is costly. But the quality, I can guarantee you, it is one of the best in India or maybe one of the best in the world at present moment. What people will look forward after 4 years, we are catering now. You can see what is the phosphorus level. We have made our benchmark of 020, phosphorus and sulfur. We are falling much below that. We are falling much below in total of 040 also. So anything, if the chemistry is hit like this, so we need not to talk about TS by YS ratio or cleanliness of the steel. It is ensured. We are having all certification. What you can see over here, it is 1786, 14650, 9001, 14,000 environmental also, then OSC also, and enable accreditation is expected next month. These are the certification. We have been approved by MECON as the premium steel maker. Obviously, we are having edge over others. Whoever is making in volume, we are not making in volume, we are making in quality. So the name of the product has been launched as Atoot, India's best quality of primary steel TMT bar, introducing Atoot 550D. And one thing that we can hit any chemistry as required by the customer. We are not restricted to only 550D, we can make 600 or whatever requirement will be there by the customers. This stands the test of the time, crafted with superior strength, exceptional ductility, and unmatched durability. Our new TMT rebar is built of a structure that are meant to endure, from earthquake resistance to cost efficiency. Atoot delivers performance you can count on, because building better begins with remaining what steel can achieve. There is one small video, I hope time constraint is there, so we will skip it. Thank you very much.